What's up, taters? This is Tree from treeoflogic.com. So listen, since I uploaded a video, which was, I really had a good time with you all early in the morning, now at 9 o'clock in the morning, with my video yesterday about the Biden administration going to knock door to door. Like, did you get the jab? 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 Anyway, I saw this in the Gateway Pundit and I thought, okay, well, since I talked about this yesterday, let's have a discussion about this. This is one of the solutions that one of the politicians had asked a lawyer. Now, we're going to talk about this because I think this varies from state to state. But before I get into the article, I want to talk about this. I believe that you all, first of all, let me just say, I'm not going to, if this works in Georgia, I'm not going to do it. I want them to come to my house. I need the content, okay? I want that content, all right? So, yeah, I'm going to have cameras on because I can't wait. I'm going to be asking questions, and I'm going to have some receipts on some CDC data. I'm going to have a good old time. But for those of you who just don't want to be bothered, I'm going to give you the advice I've given people advice when they encounter local and state police. Just don't say anything. I forgot about the HIPAA law because as I was talking to you all in the comment section, and I love when you all are so active in the comment section. I've been engaging with several of you. I think that, you know, whenever I get a chance, I come in there and I just see what you guys say, and then I'll come and I'll respond, and then we'll have a back and forth and talking and exchanging ideas. And I forgot about the HIPAA law. Like, did they violate the HIPAA law to find out who got the jab and who did not get the jab? For some reason, I want to believe that's not the case, and that maybe they will go to every door to see if that person got it or not. So work with me here. So let's have this conversation, okay? Work with me here. Let's say, for instance, hypothetically, they don't know. They just don't know. They are not going to get the list, and they were not sent the list of who in that area got the jab and who didn't get the jab. So let's say, for instance, they go knocking on each door and they start promoting the jab. Well, those people who have actually received it will say, oh, I already know all about it. I received it, because they'll show their card, or they'll say, look right here, ooh, you know, they'll show their Band-Aid, their mark, and oh my God, if it's a liberal, you know, they're going to show everything. They're going to show the video, the TikTok video, the actually Instagram picture. They're going to show everything, how they made a big old theatrical scene out of the situation. But then, like, so therefore they'll keep a note about, okay, that person told us that they got it. And then those who say they won't get it, or those who say, what you asking for, or who actually combat against them, will probably be put on a list. So, you know, I've given this a lot of thought, taters. I really have. And I'm still gonna do me, okay? Come on now, see, y'all have no idea. The government knows all about me. I mean, I was a police officer, okay? And SWAT. You don't think they know everything about me, okay? They know if I got it or not. So I don't have anything to lose. I don't have no kids. So that's the best thing I love. I never regret not having kids, because I always do things that would probably put them in jeopardy if I had them. So, you know, I'm still going to do this content if they come to my house. But I thought I would do this video to educate you all about thinking about it twice, because, you know, don't volunteer information. Think twice if you're going to question them. Just, I would just say either go this route or basically don't answer the door. However, we're going to talk about whether this applies to your state or not. So let's go ahead and read this article, and then we will take it from there. So, no trespassing. Lawmaker says vaccine harassers can be charged. This morning, Arizona State Senator Kelly Townsend informed us on how to protect ourselves against vaccine shots. She shared this tweet telling us what we can do before the feds come asking for our papers. Papers bitte. I gotta, you know what? I lived in Germany for 5 years. I gotta get that German accent. Somebody called me out like, Tree, you little rusty on your German accent. I know. Give me some time. I think now is more appropriate to start getting that accent back than anything. Okay, so Senator Kelly Townsend said, I have spoken to local law enforcement, and if you don't want the federal government on your property asking about vaccines, they advise you to post a no trespassing sign in a visible location. This is a prerequisite to be able to charge someone for being there against your will. Okay, so let me finish reading the rest of this. Well, let me just talk about this and then I'll get to the rest of this here. Now, I don't know if that applies to other states. So you have to go and ask I would suggest your sheriff department, not your police department. And let me tell you why. If you live in a big city, you're more likely are going to call and you're going to get the dispatcher, or if you ask to go to get transferred to a watch office police officer, it's more likely going to be a rookie. When you have these big cities, when you get out of the police academy, like fresh out of the police academy, they put you on desk duty. Okay. I don't know if you know that or not. Now, if you don't work in big cities now, yeah, you get to do the field training. You get to ride along with your field training officer. Now, why am I telling you this? It's because those knuckleheads who straight out of the police academy don't know about these type of laws. They don't know, and I don't think they're going to be able to advise you correctly. If you call your local police department, I suggest you talk to someone who's been working there for several years. So maybe even a supervisor. I would definitely ask for a supervisor so they would give you the correct information, because supervisors would know. They would know, and they would know, and if they don't know, they know where to lead you. But the people who definitely would know is the criminal division of the sheriff department, because this is right up their alley. So let me read the rest of this. These people will need to enter at their own risk if you take this step. Arizona GOP Chairman Dr. Kelly Ward then suggested personalizing your sign to specifically prohibit vaccine harassment and trespassing. Let me look and see. Actually, let me see if I can go to their actual tweet here. Here we go. Okay, here we go. So this is from Dr. Kelly Ward, and I think are they in Arizona too? Yep, they're in Arizona too. So I think this is if you're in Arizona, congratulations. Putting a no trespass sign works for your state, but you have to see if this is going to apply to your state if you don't live in Arizona. So I live in Georgia, and so I'm gonna make some phone calls. Not today, I ain't got the time. I'll probably do it on Friday and see if this applies to our state. So Dr. Kelly says, who thinks we will see a surge in no trespassing signs, and should they be individualized to specifically prohibit people from harassing you about vaccines? And why doesn't hashtag HIPAA and or the hashtag Fourth Amendment already prevent this government harassment? Isn't our health information private? Which is true. Our health information is supposed to be private, and based upon HIPAA, they're not supposed to ask you anything. This is the reason why if you go to Walmart or you go to grocery store, this and the other, you know what I'm saying, you don't have anybody doing a mass test or saying, like, did you get the jab? Did you get the jab? Did you get the jab? They don't do that anymore because of HIPAA laws. It protects our medical records, and vaccinations are medical records. So this is something you have to take in consideration. And some people just don't know, because there was one time when last year I have a medical exemption from wearing a mask. And so I remember I went to Walmart, and it was this elder woman. She didn't even know any better, and she was like, "You need to have your mask on." And I was like, "I'm medically exempt." "Well, what's wrong with you?" And I just let it go. I just say, "Hey, you can't do that. That's this thing called HIPAA laws, and you just violated it." I could sue Walmart if I want to, but I'm not that type of person. I just educated her and tell her that she can't, ask people about their medical information. But anyway, I guess what I want to say is that, let's see, what else is there? Is there anything else in here? What happened to our right to be secure against unreasonable search and seizure? Yeah, the Fourth Amendment. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to have to sign up. I want them to come to my house. Now, there's one more other thing, because I want the content. There's one more other thing I want to basically caution you guys on. Be careful what you say, because here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that, call me gullible, but I'm thinking that the Biden administration really don't have the addresses of who got the jab and who didn't get the jab. What I think is going on is that they may go to everybody's door and knock on everybody's door. And of course, when you get these liberals that are so proud of getting the jab, they're going to volunteer that information. And so when the Biden administrations try to sell it to these people, they're going to like, "Oh, you ain't got to tell me. I already got my card. Let me go get it. See, look, see." So once they say, "Hey, I got it," I do believe they're going to note it down. They'll be like, "Okay, so you got it. Congratulations. All right, thank you." And they're like, "Did everybody else in your house get it?" And of course, they're gonna sing like a bird. "Oh yes, my son, my daughter, my husband, my grandmammy, you know what I'm saying, my grandmammy-in-law, all of them got it." And so they're gonna just basically telling themselves, and they're gonna note that down. Then when they get to a house where somebody like me or somebody like you, and they start knocking on the door and telling us they want to educate us on the jab, and we start asking questions or being kind of confrontational, I believe they're going to note that down too, because if you got it, people are going to go ahead and volunteer that information. But if you don't get it and you haven't gotten it, then you probably would tell that too. Shut up. Do not tell it. I mean, the government already know everything about me, guys. You know what I'm saying? I have a police a police SWAT team background. They already know everything I do. So it's not like I'm hiding anything from them. But you guys don't have that background. So I don't think you should volunteer any information. And I would think that, just be quiet. It's just like when you get pulled over by the police, you outside your name and your address, you don't really have to answer any other kind of questions, enforce your Fifth Amendment. Just say, get the right to remain silent. Also understand that you don't have to violate your HIPAA law. Just tell them, listen, if you're the kind of person that just feels uncomfortable, being mean or confrontational, say, "I'm sorry, that is under HIPAA law. I don't have to disclose my medical records to you," and boom, it is what it is. And they will have to guess whether you got it or not. It just depends on your attitude. I'm not sure, but I do believe they're doing this to see where are the people that actually got it live, and then those who didn't get it live. And the best way to find that is by going door to door. So my suggestion is, if you don't want them to know, don't say nothing. Okay, consider these people part of the alphabet boys. Okay, just like if the FBI showed up at your house, you ain't got to say nothing without the presence of a lawyer. Just keep it close to your chest. So this is a lot of the conversations I'm having with you all in the comments section. So we'll see, but most of all, what I want you all to do is I want you to call your local sheriff department and ask for the criminal division so that you can find out if this is applicable to you. If you if it's more convenient for you to call your police department, then call them, but ask to speak to a supervisor, because the rookie is just not gonna know. Okay, so anyway, just be careful out there. Watch what you say. You don't have to tell them anything. You don't even have to answer the door. Just let them keep knocking and knocking. Keep a knocking, but you can't come in. Ow! Keep a knocking, but you can't come in. All right, anyway, let me stop. Let me know what you all think. This is Tree from treeoflogic.com. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, and don't forget to share this information with your family and friends. And I'll see you next time. Later, taters.